Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He wants to go deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep throws.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and of course that led to the interception.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Frazier.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter.
Georgia, 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes the option. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Give to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Using his feet. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Defense looks like they're coming. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Frazier.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Defense in press coverage. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Balls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Just keeps slinging it. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The short hands, it's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball in the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head, where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback looks for a little space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
And the point after is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more snap coming before halftime. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Unloads to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, LSU! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Delp. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you.
Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Setting up the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pushes for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge 1st down on 3rd and long.
Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Now on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room, it's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He wants a big play here late. Ball's in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Good completion on the out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's dealt. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Got a little space. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football